Hi, everybody. It's Colette Baron-Reid. I'm in a hotel in Las Vegas, and I just got a text from my friend Jennifer Rassiopi all about the solstice. And this year, I wasn't planning on doing anything for the solstice, but I thought, oh my gosh, I need to record this right now because it's so important. I chose a card too, and I thought, you know what? I have to give these guys a video. So let me talk about what this solstice 2023 is going to be like. So Jennifer says the solstice happens December 21st when the sun has its ingress into Capricorn. Now that happens every year. Right? We know this. But the solstice means the sun stops. And in the Northern Hemisphere, where I am, we have the longest night and shortest day of the year. We're working with the tail end of Pluto in Capricorn cycle. That's cycle, right? Pluto is all about death and transformation. And for all of Capricorn season, the season we enter into on the exact solstice, Pluto will be at what's called an anorectic degree of Capricorn, very much highlighting the endings of major cycles. That's why I thought, oh, I got to tell these guys this because it's so beautiful. So just because it's a new lesson doesn't mean everything will feel fresh and new. So I think that's really, really important that we don't buy into the idea that everything is going to be happy, joyous, and free just because we end a major cycle, because we haven't yet begun the next one, but it is a beginning nonetheless. Because why? We're dealing with Mercury retrograde until January the 1st, and Pluto at the last degree of Capricorn all the way until January the 20th. So settle into the new year by homage to what is dying, what is ending. 2024 is a radically different year and building, bless you, Mark, to bigger cycles of change to come in 2025 and 2026. So it's that bridge year. It's a beautiful bridge. So take time to honor the lessons you have learned and are learning currently as major chapters will come to a close. Now, this is for everyone. This is an intimate experience for each one of us personally, but it is for the collective that we're talking about. So it's for literally every single person. So the solstice is a powerful time to seed a vision. We want to plant a seed on the solstice this year for where you want to be in 6 months from now, during the summer solstice, the June solstice. And again, for the people in the Southern Hemisphere, it's actually the winter solstice is then. So I'll say December solstice and June solstice just to make sure everybody feels included. Anyway, so where do you want to be in 6 months from now during this June solstice time? Anchor new visions and intentions to work with as the days grow longer over the upcoming months. So I chose a card and I thought, what would be a really good question for all of us on this solstice? And so I chose the first card, then I chose the second card. And the first card I picked was Higher Power in the upright position from my deck, Wisdom of the Oracle. And that says to us that our primary relationship is with spirit. It's not with people and with anything tangible here. It is the primary invisible force that exists in all things. So when we develop a conscious contact to a higher power, that is a higher power greater than the human concept of life, we see this animated in all of life. So our primary step to seed the new vision is to get back in alignment with our spiritual practice. Now, I'm going to just say it here. I'm all about love, LOVE, 100% about love. And love is the answer, however that works for you. And however you can seed that self-love, forgiveness of others, making choices, because it's all about our choices. Where do you want to put your attention and what can help you? So I asked for a second card. How can we be supported, all of us, right? And it was interesting. I got the community card. And the community card is all about not being in that vacuum of being isolated on your own, because you can think your ideas are really amazing and they may actually not be in alignment with the highest good of all. They might just be very self-centered and self-directed, and dealing with things from the past that are unfinished, because I asked for a third card to just give me some more information about whatever it is that's hiding from us, and it's unfinished symphony. So the idea that unfinished symphony is under the undercurrent, that's the shadow work that we have to work on. Like, what from the past keeps coming up that prevents us from really being fully engaged in planting that seed and moving forward and seeding something new, a vision for our lives. So this is the individual choice. The collective says, yes, we do all need to remember that we are spirit first, human second. We do all need to recognize what from the past still shows up for us to clean up. And we do need each other, which is the community card. We cannot do this alone. We are pack animals. We need community. We need each other. What we want to remember too, though, is that moving forward, we have to be very careful that we don't end up in vacuum chambers where there's only echoes of the same ideas over and over again. And I know it's difficult. I know it's really, really hard, but that's the one thing that I know is so, so important, and that is missing. And even if it just begins in a very small way in our smaller worlds, because the world is big, it feels very overwhelming, but to actually allow for nuanced conversations where you don't need to agree with everybody, but you can really learn more about, tell me why you feel and think that way. Let me understand this. This is a real opportunity for all of us to understand what we don't understand about the past and how it continues to thread its way into our present, therefore into our futures. So I feel so hopeful for this new year, and I love that. I'm so grateful to Jennifer, and here we're here watching the U2 concert. My husband and I, we haven't been away together by ourselves for a long time, and I got the email this morning. I'm like, oh my God, we should do a solstice video. So here I am. Anyhow, I want to just basically say to you how grateful I am that you watch my videos, that you come and hang out, that you're in any one of my pages, that you're either in my school, in Oracle School, or you're at the Oracle Circle, or that you just follow me on any of the social channels that I have. So it gives me a great pleasure to also invite you to join me in my community, if you like. Again, we're just happy and we're friendly and we're not afraid of difficult conversations, and it's really safe, and your weapons are at the door. Nobody gets to bring them in. It's a really safe and really inclusive, loving environment where we really support each other in there. If that's even vaguely interesting to you, check me out at cbrlove.com and know that groups are important. Being with people who you can feel safe and trusting with are important. And not everybody's for everybody, right? I may not be for you, but if I am, come check it out. Have a wonderful solstice. God bless you all. And remember, one day at a time. Love is the answer. Get ready. Take care.